Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, StampersDelight.com, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from New York. So hop on, say hi, let me know where you're from, especially let me know if this is the first time you're tuning in. So let me grab my glasses. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. It's a beautiful weekend here in New York. Other than a little rain on Friday, but that was okay. That was Friday, so all over with now. Okay, so tonight, hi Fran. Tonight what I'm going to be doing is the last segment of Something Old and Something New, because Wednesday we can open and look at and order from the new catalog. Yay! Okay, so this is my last segment for that. And just so that I tell you ahead of time, I will not be on Wednesday night for whatever Wednesday, because I will be getting hopefully my new items, my catalog items on Thursday. I'm going to overnight them. So I'm going to hop on Thursday night at 7 p.m. So remember, no Facebook on Wednesday night. I will be here on Thursday night. Fingers crossed that my new catalog items come in so that I can show you. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Patricia. Two Patricias. How's everybody doing? Hi, Karma. Okay, so before we get started, just a couple of reminders. Paper share, okay? That is still going on. I've had the description in my Facebook Lives description and also my YouTube videos. You want to get those orders into me. By the 2nd, I will be ordering the paper on Wednesday morning. So that's for the paper share. The other thing I want to let you know is that I have picked what I'm going to use for my Sweet and Simple online stamping class for the month of June. I can't show you the set. I don't have it yet because I'm ordering that on Wednesday, but it is in the catalog. It is on page 126 for those of you who have your catalog. I am going to be using the Fancy Phrases bundle. So that's for our online class, the Sweet and Simple class for June. And the description of what it will cost and what you will get will also be released on Wednesday. I actually might put that in my description too, because I don't have a picture of it. So that is for anybody that did the May class, the Simple Stamping online class. You know that you have to order the bundle from me. And then I send you not only the bundle, but your 5 projects to do. And I include all the embellishments, envelopes, and things like that. The only thing I'm changing that I learned from doing it in May, you do have to sign up and pay by June 10th so that I can get those ordered and out to you. Okay? All that will be in an email. It'll be on my Facebook page, and it'll also be in the description. Next thing I want to just mention is that again, I can't show you, although you have seen a lot done with this. For the online class that Donna Gray and myself do, we have chosen the Flowers for Every Season suite. Donna will be doing 3 cards, designing 3 cards with the jar of flowers. I will be using the Celebrate Sunflowers. Now for that, there's 3 levels. Level 1 is the stamp set and the dies and whatever embellishments or what we put with that bundle. And then level 2 is the same thing without the dies, and then level 3 is just if you want to order the bundle. So she has her set, I have my set. You can order, if you're in the United States, you order everything through me, and you will get our tutorials free with the classes when you order the bundles. If you order the jar of flowers and you're in the US, I will be sending you your card kit, but you will be getting Donna's video, and vice versa. What we are going to do is like we did with the Ornate Garden back in April. If you order the whole suite, the whole kit and caboodle, you will get both card kits. Okay, so you order the whole suite through me in the US, through Donna in Australia, and we will send you both card kits. Now, when I say 3 cards, she does 3 cards, I do 3 cards, but you get 2 of each, so that's 12 cards. Okay? You've heard me talk about these before. Please, if you have any questions, it's unclear, I know I go through it kind of fast, just contact me, StampersDelight.com. Okay. So I'm going to flip the camera. Hi, Linda. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Cindy. Again, for the last day, here is my host code for May, because tomorrow is June 1st. So if you're going to place an order tonight, you want to use that host code. But wait, let me show you. I am doing my own celebration. Now, I'm going to write this, put this in writing so you see it. June 1st, June 2nd. The reason I'm doing it that way is because, of course, June 3rd, the new catalog starts. Place, you ready? Place a $50 order with me, and you get your choice. You can get one of these sets free. Now, I only have one each, okay? These are brand new, never used. Tags in bloom. These were celebration sets. The first 2 people that order a $50 or more, tell me which stamp set you want. Remember, you have to order tomorrow, not tonight. Okay, but it gets better. Order at $150 or more, and you can take your choice of the little ladybug, the lovely lily, or the power of hope. Now, these aren't just the stamp sets. The Power of Hope comes with the embossing folder. The Lovely Lilies comes with the dies. Little Ladybug, stamp set, and dies. These are brand new, never used. So these are for anyone who orders at least a $150 order through me. Oh, I forgot one. And the Sending You Thoughts. Now, these are celebration sets with the matching dies, brand new, never used. I will tell you I have a couple of, I have 2 of these. I have a couple of these. Okay, so this is the coordination dies that are no longer available. I'm going to say it again. These are with a $150 order through me. You take your pick. Okay? And that's only good for June 1st and 2nd. Okay, so let's get started. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. I forgot to show you my mug, but that's okay. You've seen them before. So what I'm going to showcase tonight is the Many Mates set, which is the new stamp set. And this is a very large, intricate stamp, and then you've got these 3 other pieces. And I'm going to pair that up. That's in the new catalog, so that's new. I am going to pair that up with something I think got lost in our catalog several times, and that's the Pop of Petals with the matching punch. Yes, definitely share my videos. Thank you so much, here and on YouTube. I always forget to tell you that, but I know you stampers take care of me. So this stamp set and this punch go together, and these are being retired. The other thing I'm going to be using is another one of my favorite punches that's going to be retired, and that's this one. This one always reminds me of clouds. Okay, hi Geraldine, hi Tina. So that's what I'm going to be using tonight. I'm going to show you a couple of things here. So the first card I'm going to show you first is with that beautiful die. And the thing I like about this, let me just show you. You can run this through the Big Shot. I will tell you, since it's an intricate die, this is the way I do it. I run it through this way, flip it up, run it through this way, or this way. You got to make sure that you're moving it around so that all these little pieces fall out easily. So I did that, and then I only used a couple pieces of it. So of course this is also old. What's something new and something old? And that's our shimmer paper that's going away. Okay, so that's being retired. You want to get that. And I just cut 2 of those strips from here to make that. Okay, and then what I did was I did a little stamping right on the white cardstock. And I don't think anybody realizes that that one petal or flower is not really a flower. It is a butterfly. So I stamped on there, and then I popped it up with some dimensionals. I used my blends. Now the blends right there is the yellow that is also being retired. That's the Pineapple Punch. And just thinking of you. Okay, so this is a Get Well Soon, and I sponged this. So Get Well and Thinking of You, of course, that's from the new set, the Many Mates. But the flowers are from the Pop of Petals. Okay. The next one I did, and I did it in monochromic, all one color. How's that? I have a hard time with that word. I used the new magenta. And again, you can see I only used part of that dye back there. I used the new magenta ribbon. And then for this, because we don't have the magenta ink yet, I just used Melon Mambo. You could use Versamark, and that would bring out the color, but I needed it to pop a little bit more. And again, the sayings are from Many Mates. The flowers and the greenery are from the Pop of Petals. I just thought this looked like a trellis, and these flowers looked great on that. And then inside, of course, it says Happy Anniversary and Celebrate. The next one I did, that I'm going to show you, is with our Forever Greenery. I don't know all the names yet. You know that. So, and I do have the catalog right here. So let's take a look at it while I bring in the card. Okay, so this one right here, you can see that I stamped the color itself, stamped right on there. And I'm just looking in here. Anybody find the page before me or the name? Go ahead and shout it out. Forever Green, is it? Forever Green. I always go to the back and grab the DSP first. And that tells me what page it's on. If I had to write all of this down, it would take me forever before I'd get on here. So I don't usually write all that down. And I do put it in the description, though. And I still am not finding my DSP. Okay, let's see. It's right here. Come on. Nobody's beating me to it either. I can't believe it. My fingers aren't working here. There we go. Okay, so it is, yeah, Forever Greenery. Thanks, Susan. Okay, so what I did was I used the Pop of Petals, and I used the Pear Pizzazz, and I just stamped right on there, color on color. And then I used the Forever Greenery paper. And this right here, I'm going to bring it up. Can you see that die right there? That is this one. So I just made one little piece. Cut that out in the Pretty Peacock. And then I used the Forever Greenery stamp set. Now a couple people have asked me, do you use Very Vanilla with white? Well, you can see I did because I had these left over. So I stamped these, cut them out, and they were white, but I put it with the Very Vanilla. And then, of course, these are our iridescent sequins, if you can see those, which is also being retired. There'll be new ones, I'm sure. You're joining Stampin' Up! On Monday. Great, Denise. That's great. And Denise, where are you from? So this is another one. And, of course, there's the little butterfly. And the sayings are from the Many Mates. I keep wanting to call them Merry Mates. I might have even said that. Many Mates. Okay, so those are the 3 cards that I had done ahead of time. Now I'm going to show you a couple of other things, okay? Before I do that, I want to give a shout out. I forgot this the other day, to the card I received from my friend Susan. Susan M., thank you so much for your card. And then this one was from Sue McVeigh. Look at that. Isn't that great? I mean, she's got some writing in there, but look at the way she did that. It looks like punches and like how we do those 3D images. So thank you both for those beautiful cards. All right. So what I'm going to bring in now is I'm going to play around a little bit. And I'm going to show you, because I already showed you what this looks like in a full, oh no, I didn't show you that yet. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like in a full piece when you cut it out. From Missouri, okay. Well, I'd love to have you on my team in New York. And a shout out to Sarah, Sally P, who just joined my team. Okay, so this is what that piece looks like when you cut it all out, one piece, okay? And we're going to be using that. But I want to show you something else here. This is what it looks like when you use it as a stencil with our shimmer, not our shimmer paint, our embossing paste. Can you see that? And then this is the same thing, the shimmer paste, Bermuda Bay on Coastal Cabana. Can you see that? Look at those three. So let me show you how I did that first. I took a little empty container, just like this, and my shimmer paste, embossing paste. Just grab, this one's getting kind of old. Put a bunch in here like this. This one, it's kind of old, but it should be okay because I'm going to add some re-inkers. Okay. I'm going to add that in there. Now, of course, you've seen me use it white, but now I'm going to show you using it with some color. I'm just going to add, you don't need a lot, but I'm going to add like 2 drops of re-inker. Thank you, Teresa. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to mush it around. And I'm so technical too, right? Mush it around, doodads, you know me. Okay, and I'm just mushing it. Mushing it. Might even get some light and dark effects. You want to kind of mix it up as good as you can. But it's kind of cool when you get like a couple of different colors in there. And what I mean is one re-inker, but if you don't mix it all up, you might have a lighter and a darker color and a little white. Now, I will tell you, when you use this, you want to have a warm dish of soapy water, because as soon as you're done, you want to get that off not only your tools, but also you want to get it off your stencils or your dies. Okay, so we're just going to keep that for a minute. I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. Already got cut down. And I'm going to bring in the thicker one, the thicker palette. And I am just going to lay this down. And I'm just going to grab as much as I can. And I'm just going to start mushing it. You really want to get it into all those crevices, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You're mushing, 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 scraping, and dragging it down. It doesn't have to be real thick. Probably could have used a little more paste, but I'm just showing you how to do it. I actually think this will be enough. You understand the language. I know us stampers know all that language, don't we? Hi, Samantha. Okay, so I'm smushing, smushing, smushing. Grabbing the last bit here. Didn't mean to move it back that far. I just want to get those edges if I can. All right, I think that's good. It's good, you get the idea. Put the rest of that in there. And behind me, let me just real quick get up because I want to put my tools already in the water. I am going to ever so gently pick this up. Pull it off, and I've got a stencil with colored shimmer paint. I am using the embossing paste, our shimmer embossing paste, Faith. And what I did was I added a couple drops of Bermuda Bay re-inker. I mixed it up and I made a colored embossing. The captions say, wishing, wishing. Okay. I want to put that in my soapy water. So once you do that, okay, you're going to put this to dry. You do need that to dry, okay? I'm going to move this because now it's all yucky. And I'm just going to put this behind me to dry. I'll use it later. And I'm going to bring in what I just showed you. There's the colored embossing paste on white. Same color on the Coastal Cabana. And then the Coastal Cabana with the dye itself. Okay, so let's play with these right now. So let me bring in a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock. And let's see, let's layer that one up with the white. So I'm going to bring in, this is also retiring. This is our Bermuda Bay striped ribbon. And you see, this is not perfect, but it's just like a stencil. I don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I'm going to put that at the bottom. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to grab my, where is my snail? I think I left that over on the other table. And I do like to use snail for this. I am so excited for Wednesday. I think I'm going to get up extra early to put my order in. Remember, I won't be on Wednesday night. I'll be on Thursday with my catalog unboxing. So I'm just wrapping a little ribbon around there just to bring out that color. Just going to play around with that to make sure I got it straight. All right. Once I have that on there, I'm going to go ahead and snail right over it. If you really didn't like the bottom of this, you could trim it off. But see, I don't care because it's a stencil and it's kind of cool. So we're going to put that right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. I am going to stamp up a couple of flowers. Now remember what I said. I'm using the Pop of Petals. So I'm going to grab some of these. Mountain Time, yeah. That's right. You are right. You can't order it. It doesn't matter. I'll get up early anyway just so I could start my list. I've had like 10 lists. But yes, I do believe it does start noon Mountain Time. If it's noon Mountain Time, then it would be 4 o'clock our time. I don't know if that's correct. I'll have to look at that. That sounds kind of late for Eastern time. Oh yeah, it would be 2 p.m. Eastern. Yep, you're right. Okay, so I got a couple of flowers here. And then I'm going to bring in that punch, which is retiring. And punch those out. And if I don't have them exactly where I want them, this is the easy way for me to do it. Because I never punch them the way my punch is going. Just going to cut those up. And I am going to bring in my little, as I call it, my little dipsticks. Like checking for oil. Right? You ever check for oil? I don't do that anymore. My husband does it, but okay. And I put this little stick on there so that I can just put that in there and move it around until I figure out where it is. And of course, the easier thing to do would have been just to use my Stamparatus. Okay, why is this one not? Okay, it'll line up eventually. It's very hard when I'm doing it in camera. I can do it when I'm looking down at it. Why doesn't this one does not want to line up for me? There we go. Okay. Is that right? There we go. Well, it's good enough. Okay. And then I can take this one off and just do it again. So I'm just going to put this in here, see if it's... Nope. We're going to just add a little more snail. This is just the way I roll. You can do it any way you want. So I'm just cutting these out. This one I might have done a little too close to the white. Might have done this one a little close to the edge. Boy, I'm just having a tough time with that punch tonight. It's really not that hard. There we go. Perfect. That one lined up nice. Okay, so let's try this one again. I might only need 3. Okay. So we had a drive-by parade for my niece Chrissy's oldest daughter. She was sad because she couldn't have a birthday party with all her friends. So we had about 20 of us with balloons and all kinds of things. She stood out on the front lawn and we rode by and beeped the horn. It was cool. All right, I'm not going to do that one because I don't think I'm going to need it. I got 3 here. That should be enough. All right, so I'm going to bring this in. I'm just going to line these up on the ribbon. Let's see, like maybe this way. Now, the other thing that I have here is some leaves. So I already did some of these leaves. Let's see what I have here. This is all kind of green today. And I'm just going to add some leaves in here. Something like that. Nothing too hard. Okay, let's get some dimensionals, which are right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to add some dimensionals. I'm adding one on each side of this so that it goes over the ribbon. Then I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to grab this one. I could have done them in different colors, but I'm kind of in the mood for one color today. Okay, so I'm going to just sort of sticking with my simple stamping. Sweet and simple stamping lately. Okay, I'm going to just add that one there. You ready to place your order on the dot? Well, I am too. It's just that I keep changing it. Okay, so I'm just going to put those right there. I'm going to grab a couple more of these. I think I'll switch to the mini ones for the greenery. They fit in there a little bit better. I'm just going to add this in there. Maybe just, I think I'll put it down here. Let's see. Kind of don't like that one hanging out by itself. So let me add another one in here. Do I have another one? Yeah, I want 2 there. Okay. There we go. Just needed an extra one there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, let's see what I got left. I got this little piece left, so we'll use that. I'm going to bring in my Bermuda Bay, and we'll make this a thank you card. So this is from the Many Mates, Bermuda Bay. Doesn't matter that it was upside down because I'm punching it out anyway. Okay. Yeah, so what's on your list? What's your first thing you're going to order besides everything, like me? No, I'm not ordering everything. I'm going to go ahead and put a little sponging on this. And a couple more dimensionals. This, I'm going to put a few extra dimensionals on it because remember it's going over embossing paste. So you can make it any color you want. So yeah, again, what is everybody's first thing they want to order? The new in colors. I'm going to put that right there. Grab an inside. And then what I'm going to do is also grab some sequins. Now remember I said the sequins, these iridescent ones are retiring. And even though they're white, they do show up kind of nice on this background. Just adding some white sequins. You may not be able to see them. Okay. Now, for the inside, I'm just going to grab one of the flowers. Grab the lighter one, I think, the Coastal Cabana. Just going to add that little flower right there. This is a thank you card, so I'm leaving that alone. And you got a very quick, easy thank you card with some color embossing paste. Look at that. Nothing too hard about it, right? Okay. One thing I did forget to tell you that, did I do it on these? Yeah. One thing I forgot to tell you I did on these is I put shimmer paint on them, and you're going to see that too in a minute. Okay, so that was that one. Now let's do another one. Let's try the one with the Coastal Cabana with the Bermuda bag. So let me bring in a piece of cardstock here. Can you tell I need thank you cards? Okay. This one. Oh, you know what? I want to do one more thing to this. I'm going to grab in another piece of ribbon. And I'm going to add a little knot there. Get under there. Not doing a bow, I'm just doing a little tiny knot, just to give it a little oomph. Look at that. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, the white, oh, the peonies. I love that set. Yep, that's on my list first to order. That's definitely on mine. Okay, this one is going to go right here. But for this, one thing I really do like is I like yellows and blues together. So for this one, I'm going to add yellow ribbon. Basically the same card, just changing up the colors. I brought my ribbon scissors over, and they're probably right in front of me. But I don't see them. Oh, nope, I left them on the other table. I did. I left them over there. It's okay. We'll use that. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go ahead and nail that down. So I'm using the opposite colors, as you can see. Here, let me bring that one in so you can see it. Okay, all right. And we're just going to use, okay, just like that. Okay. Now, for this one, I actually have a couple of flowers that I've already cut out. Well, at least one anyway. I thought I had another one done. There's another one. Yep, there they are. Okay. So here we got some flowers. And for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, whoop, that ribbon is not straight, so I want to move that a little bit, although you're not going to notice it. And I'm going to bring in some yellow blends. So the first one I'm going to bring in is the Pineapple Punch, which is retiring. Do that one in the... I go all the way to the tip. There's a couple lines there, so blend that right out. So this is the Bumblebee ribbon, and we don't have the inks yet, so I'm just going with other yellows. Hey, Winann. Okay, the sunflowers is the first that you're going to order. All right. Let's see. We have Dark Mango Melody. Where's my light one? Light. There we go. Okay, so this one, we're going to go ahead and do the dark. I just want different yellows. I'm going to go ahead with the light one. And I will tell you, until you get the Bumblebee color, the Mango Melody and the Crushed Curry match that ribbon pretty well. Okay. And let's see, the third one I should have Daffodil here. Let's see. Do I have Daffodil? Daffodil Dark. Daffodil Light. Okay, so we're going to use this one. You see, this one's very black, but I'm still putting the yellow on there because it will peek through just a tad. I do have one more card after this, and don't forget, if you didn't see it, you want to go back and watch from the beginning. Place an order by June 1st or 2nd through me, and you can get one of those free sets. I got my own celebration going on. Okay, we're going to bring in again some green pieces. That I've already cut, and let's see how we want to do this one. So this one, I'm going to put just like that. Okay. So I'm going to add some of these dimensionals on here. I think I'm going to add 3 on here. Just want to make sure it stays down. Joyce, you're not sure what to order? Oh, Joyce, just order everything. I will tell you what I do. I go through the catalog a couple of times, then I start marking everything number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 1 is something I have to have right away. Number 2 is I can wait to place that order. Number 3 is when I have everything from number 1 and number 2, then I'll get number 3. Just my way of thinking. Okay, then I'm going to grab this other one. Now remember, the Pop of Petals with the matching punch is being retired. And then I'm just going to add this one right about here. Okay, so now I have these 2 little pieces. And these just don't look right to me if they're by themselves. So I have to kind of like put them together. Let's see if I got 2 more. Well, actually, I could use these 2 little. Yeah, maybe I'll use 2 other leaves. Okay. Nah. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Mix it up. Okay, so this is going on here. This is going on here. That one right under here. Different flowers have different greenery, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And this one we'll just put right about here. That one there. And then this one I'll add into here. Now remember, if you can't get it underneath those, you can always cut it, but I'm just gonna grab that like that. Okay, so now we have that. Now, I'm not going to use this one, but remember, this is what that looks like when you cut the whole thing out. Okay, so now I need my saying. So let's see, how about, what do we have here? This one says, get well. I have another, I'm going to do another anniversary one. So I am going to bring in another piece of white cardstock. I am going to stamp happy, whoop, don't like that one. Press too hard on it. You can see I just opened this because I didn't even put my stickers on it yet. Bringing in this punch, which is retiring. I'm going to punch that out. Well, let me move that up a little bit. Didn't quite come out where I wanted it. Okay. Get that out of the way. I'm going to bring this punch in. Punch my happy birthday. My happy anniversary. And I'm going to sponge this one a little bit. I'm really gonna miss this series of something old and something new. But if you've been following me for a while, I've done it for the last couple of years, so I'll be back to do this next year when the next new catalog comes out, right? Or the retirement list. Okay, so let's grab some dimensionals. I haven't decided yet where I'm putting this. I think I'm going to put it right here. Then I am going to bring back my Bumblebee ribbon. And just tie a regular little bow. Play around with that a little bit just to get it the way I want it. There we go. And then trim off the end. Okay. Now, let me bring in some glue dots. And I'm going to put that right there. This is a little tough with the glue dots because you got that embossing paste there, but if you put it right on the ribbon, it'll hold it. But you want to put a couple of them on there. So I'm going to just move these out of the way. I might not even need those, but we'll see. I do need another one on the ribbon though. So we're going to go ahead and put that on, right on the ribbon. And you can use your tear tape too. That'll work. Okay. Get that off there. I'm going to add that ribbon right there. Yeah, I didn't really need those. I can actually lift those right off. I'll put it over here where it holds that down. Okay. And then we're going to grab the Celebrate. Now the words are from Many Mates. Okay. And I'm going to stamp Celebrate right there. I'm going to grab, you know what, I'm going to grab this little butterfly because I just love that. I'm going to do that in the Coastal Cabana, stamp it off twice, and then just kind of put it right there in the corner. Okay. So that's another card. Now that is using the embossing paste and adding some re-inkers to make colored embossing paste. Now, the last card, and something I didn't tell you when I showed you the other cards, but I will show you now. Remember, I'll have still shots. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a piece of our Seafoam Green. bring my little pieces over here. Okay, so here's the seafoam green. Now I'm going to fold that in half, tent style. Get my bone folder. Thank you, Nathan. Hey, Nathan. Hey, Ange. Okay. And here we go with some more. I'm going to miss this. I am going to miss the glimmer paper the most. Of everything, I think I'm going to miss that the most. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down first. Just with a little bit of the edging of the card that you can see. I'm going to bring in some more of that designer series paper. I'm going to bring in our new Just Jade. That's going to be wrapped around my card. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a little snail there to hold this in place like I always do. Okay, so gotta be careful with that. You don't want it to stick. Now remember the big piece, the big die, and then these other dies. I showed you the one with the pretty peacock. There's the die right there. Okay, so here's another die from there. This is this one and this one. I didn't use this one yet, but this one I did in the glitter paper or glimmer paper, and there it is. And this is going to go, make sure I have it the right way. This is going to go right on top of my Just Jade. Does that make that pop or what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around the sides. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to wrap it around the sides here. Okay, so this way what I can do is I can add some glue right there and get that to set right there where I want it. So I'm just going to add a little snail right on top of that. There we go. And that holds it into place. Can you see that? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add some more snail to it. And I'm going to layer that right on top of there. All right. Now I'm going to bring in my pear pizzazz. And a piece of white cardstock. Thought I had another piece here that I was punching things out, but maybe I used it. Oh, here's a piece. Let's use that one. Okay. This one I'm going to use. I'll make this a get well. Nah, I don't want to use get well. Let's see what else we got in here I want to use. I don't want the happy birthday either. I want something. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to use the get well. I'm going to make this a get well card. All right. So I'm inking this up. It's the font. I was looking for a certain font. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. Punch that out. Now remember, this is the punch that's also being retired. You want to get that. This is going to go right on top of that. Look at that. So I'm going to grab some more dimensionals. I'm sure you'll be able to see it better with the still shots, but I will bring it back in so you can see it. I'm not sponging or anything like that because this is really going to stick out. So can you see? Look at that. Great, right? Okay. Then what I'm bringing in is some of these little leafy pieces from our new foil designer series paper. And I'm just going to tuck those back here. Figure out where I want them. I think that looks good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to tuck that back there. Put a little bit right there. Got things sticking in my fingers here. Just going to put that right up here. And this one's going to go right about here. There we go. Got a dimensional stuck there. And then for the inside, I'm going to bring in Just Thinking of You. And then I will bring in one of my Pop of Petals. And with the Pear Pizzazz, I'm just going to put it right there. And then we're just going to glue that down. But wait, I'm not done, because there is something I forgot to show you, and you probably couldn't see it too well when I was showing you the cards. Okay. Notice I didn't say anything about using any Wink of Stella, which I always do. That's because on these other cards that you didn't know, you didn't see, oh, not that one, this one, I sprayed them, and this one too. Let's see if you can see. Can you see the shimmer back there on the cards here? Let's see if you can see it on here. Well, let me show you what I did. This is our white shimmer paint in a little spray bottle with some alcohol. Doesn't matter if you do it over like foil or anything like that, it'll dry. And I just spritzed it. It is going to warp it a little bit. It will dry. The alcohol will dry. Okay. So again, and I'm doing it kind of close. You want to do it a little further away. The reason I'm doing it close is so you can see what happens. So what happens is now the whole card turns shimmery. So if you saw this up close, the designer series paper now is shimmery. So you get a small thing like this. You fill it up with alcohol. It can be 50%, 90%. It doesn't really matter. I think it's 80%. I don't even know if there's 50%. And you want to add like three to four drops of your shimmer paint, because the shimmer paint drops are pretty big. And then play around with it. See if you need more shimmer or not. If you do, add more shimmer paint. Okay? That is all there was to it. So I'm going to bring in the cards again, and I will do still shots. And then we have these two. Remember, Pop of Petals is being retired. Then we have the one with the embossing pastes. Okay. So those were my cards. The last something old and something new. And when I see you on Thursday, 7 p.m. to unbox or unveil my new order, it will be everything new. Now, before I flip the camera, I would just want to remind you, place an order through me, stampersdelight.com. $150 order, June 1st or 2nd, you will get your choice of one of these. Yes, they have the dies with them. They are brand new. This has the embossing folder, and this one has dies too. Okay, I do have a couple of these, so just tell me which one you want. And then I have two of these right here, one of each. That's for a $50 order or more. Okay, so I'm having my own celebration party. And it's only June 1st and 2nd, because on the 3rd you will be able to order from the new catalog. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of something old and something new. And have a great Sunday evening. I will be back here Thursday night for my unboxing. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Leave any questions. Once I upload everything, I do answer the questions, or I give you a thumbs up or a heart. Trust me, I look at each and every comment. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great evening. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.